What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to talk about if Brie Larson will ruin Captain Marvel. Now, I've seen a lot of videos on this on YouTube. I kind of want to make it so it's just my own personal opinion. I don't want to kind of say the things that have already been said 1,000 times by 1,000 different YouTube channels on Brie Larson and Captain Marvel. I want to give my own personal opinion, but I also want to say, we're doing an Avengers Endgame community series. It actually also starts today, and in that, over the next several weeks, over the next basically 2 months, I'm going to be talking a lot of things Avengers, and I'm sure Captain Marvel and Brie Larson are going to show up in that, because really, Captain Marvel, in this video itself too, Brie Larson will affect more than just Captain Marvel. The success and failure of Captain Marvel is going to affect more than just the movie itself. It affects Avengers Endgame. We're going to be talking about that in the Avengers Endgame community series. Go check that out on the channel. When it comes to this, a lot of things, like I said in the beginning of this video, a lot of things have already been said about Brie Larson and the insanity that's actually come about of her person, of what she's talked about with, the social justice warriors and all sorts of things about people watching her movie. There's obviously been the conspiracies with Fandango, people review bombing, quote unquote, and the media also pushing every story humanly possible about Captain Marvel, both good and then suppressing and talking down to anybody who has a negative opinion on it, and so is Brie Larson. The question is, she is a toxic, and it seems the more and more we've gotten closer to this movie, and today's the day. Tonight is the opening night of the movie. She's become a toxic thing for Captain Marvel, and this movie, when it was first announced, I was excited for it, okay? I thought it could be a really, really good movie, but, I guess I forgot about what happened last year with Black Panther. The closer we've gotten, the closer that just the narratives that's been driven towards this movie have taken over and have become more powerful than the movie itself, and it's annoying. It honestly is annoying, the fact that, and I am going to go see this movie, okay, because firstly, it is a Marvel movie, and I want to see what they're going to do with it. Secondly, it's out of pure interest to see if this movie is actually going to be good or if it's going to be bad, and thirdly, to see how this is going to impact the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe going forward. They obviously want to make Captain Marvel a really big deal, but I'm so interested to see how this movie is going to do this weekend, and especially next weekend. The drop-off between weeks 1 and 2 of a movie tell the entire tales of a movie's box office. So I'm going to be interested to see how much this movie makes. And, I still think it's going to be successful, but I don't think it's going to be over-successful. And the media and Brie Larson herself and everything that's been said about this movie, there's so much negativity towards people that have an opposite opinion of them. And it shows, and we're going to hear about it. And I guarantee you, and Tyler talked about this last week, I guarantee you we're going to hear starting today, and probably it's already happened by the time this video is going up, we're going to hear about how it's the best movie of the year, about female empowerment, about all sorts of things like that, how it's this year's Black Panther, about all things like that. And also then if you have an opinion against it, we're going to hear every single excuse in the book against that. And also if this movie doesn't do a lot of money in terms of box office, we're going to hear how it's white male's fault or how it's men's fault, something like that, because that's the story they're already running with this movie. It's that it's white males. And again, look up the Rotten Tomatoes controversy, look up Fandango's controversy. There's a lot here with this movie, and to be honest, it's annoying. Again, because when this movie came out, I didn't care about any of that stuff. I thought it would be a solid film. Black Panther was a solid film. It was good. It was above average. It's not my least favorite Marvel movie. I think it's better than the first Captain America, than the first 2 Thors. I think, and it ranks, mid-tier. It's not a bad movie. It's not an amazing movie. It's just good, okay? It was just a good movie. It didn't deserve all the praise it got, I'll tell you that right now. And it honestly, I don't think it deserved the money it got. Captain Marvel, to be honest, is going to be quite different, because I truly, in my heart, do not believe it's going to make nearly as much money as Black Panther. I feel like just something has happened. I think the cast, the media, and everything surrounding it has elevated itself higher than Black Panther ever was. Because really going into Black Panther, I don't remember seeing all of these stories and hearing all of this stuff about the movie and about all these controversy and left versus right and social justice warriors and female empowerment and all this stuff. And obviously that's because it was a different kind of movie, but I don't remember hearing that going up to it. I remember hearing it when the movie came out onwards, okay? And also the cast itself didn't really make a big deal of what the movie was, okay? None of the Black Panther cast said really anything. This is so much different. This one, it seems like they're trying to prove prove an internal point over at Marvel with Brie Larson, with everybody. They're trying to prove something that doesn't need to be proven, and it just is making itself very, very loud, and it's taking up a lot of the conversation, and that doesn't bode well for your movie, and they're gonna see it. It's, there is the phrase like "get woke, go broke" thing, and it's possible that very well happens. Now, again, they're not gonna go broke. They're not gonna make no money whatsoever. They're gonna make their money back, but the question is, how much? Is this a movie that is going to stop the trend of these Marvel movies doing better and better each time? Is this movie going to hit $1 billion? I truly do not think so. I think this is a mid-tier $500, $600, $700 million movie. I think it's probably going to end right around $600 to $800 million, which is really good, but I just feel like there's just so much negativity and so much of one side trying to prove something to the other side, and also saying that you can't have an opposite opinion. There's just so much politics that, again, don't need to be part of this movie thing. You don't go to a movie because of that. And I know a lot of people on the channel also believe that. Like, you go to a movie to go into the movie, and when I sit and I watch a movie, I want to go into that world, okay? When we watched Avengers Infinity War, we were in that world, okay? It's the world that we've been a part of for so many years. It's the characters. We're part of that. And I do that with anything. I try and do that with games. I try and do that with movies. When I'm playing a game, I want to be in that world. I want to be with that character in the world with whatever's happening. I want to be a part of it. And with this, it's like, it's very hard to do that when there's just all of this outside talk about the movie. And honestly, a lot of it stems from Brie Larson herself, which I do not think a lot of people like her as a person very much at all. And I've never been that big of a fan of her as an actress. I don't think she's a great actress. I think she's a mediocre or average actress at best. So, we'll have to see. I'm going to be seeing it. I'm going to be seeing this movie tonight. We're going to have a review of the movie. We're going to have videos talking about the success or failure of this movie. We're going to be talking about it in our Avengers Endgame community series. So there's going to be lots of videos on this. This is exciting, honestly. It's exciting because of how controversial all of this stuff is, but I'm excited to see what the heck is going to happen, how much money it's going to make, and you'll see. I want you guys to pay attention online. I want you guys to pay attention to what's said from outlets. I want you guys to pay attention to people defending the movie, and I want you guys to pay attention to what they're saying other people are saying, and try and find the lies in those, because there's going to be lies. They're going to say people have said stuff about this movie that never happened. They're going to deny or just flat out ignore the fact that this movie has done things and said things to other people. You're going to notice these things if you guys pay attention. So really, really look into those things, please. And obviously, and as always, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this. What do you think? Is Brie Larson going to ruin this movie? Is this movie going to be big? Is this movie going to kind of bomb? What do you think is going on with Captain Marvel? And how do you think that's going to affect Avengers Endgame? Also, again, make sure you guys check out our Avengers Endgame community series. It started today. It's going to be on our channel every single Thursday leading up to Avengers Endgame. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, all that stuff, and we'll see you on the next video.